the channel. For today's video, I am doing another bag review, and this time it is for the Goyard totes. I have three that I will be discussing today, which is the Saint Louis GM size, and then I have the Anjou in both the PM size and the mini size. So they're all kind of nested inside of each other, but I'm going to talk about my totes. And if you are between totes, you're not sure which way to go, whether it is the Saint Louis, the Anjou, the Artois. Hopefully this video will help you guys. I do not have the Artois, but I'm going to try and talk about it in the capacity that I know how to. So hopefully you'll find this video helpful. But if you're new here, my name is Alyssa Lenore, and I do these kinds of luxury fashion related videos as well as vlogs. If you like the vibe here, please hit that subscribe button as well as the notifications bell so that you know when I post new videos, and we're going to get started. We're going to have a little bit of a history segment, and I'm going to read it off my phone because I'm not going to pretend like I know this off the top of my head. Goyard is a French trunk and leather goods maker established in 1792 as Maison Martin in Paris. The company also operated as Maison Morel before becoming Maison Goyard in 1853. The brand is known for their trunks, their luggage, similar to Louis Vuitton before they kind of transitioned into the bags that we know and love today. There are only 35 boutiques around the world, to my knowledge. At least that's what I saw when I initially looked this up. And Goyard is kind of mysterious in a way that it does not participate in e-commerce, so you can't really buy Goyard online. And they don't even list their price on the website, so there's a lot of like mystery to it. You literally have to call the boutique, find out pricing, but I will break down prices in this video. However, Bergdorf Goodman does carry Goyard, and if you have a sales associate there, you can contact them to purchase a bag that you are looking for. And I feel like Bergdorf's oftentimes has pretty solid inventory because not a lot of people shop Goyard there, unless of course like you're in New York and you know that Bergdorf's carries Goyard. Barney's, when it was still around, also carried Goyard, and they always had a pretty solid assortment, but I feel like in the recent years, Goyard has really picked up traction into becoming everyone's like chosen go-to tote bag. I know for me, it's definitely like my most useful bag, and it's the most practical for me. So yeah, I am going to be talking about the bags in the order that I got them. So we're going to put the Anjou away for a little bit, which is actually my favorite. And we're gonna get started with the Saint Louis, which is, I think, what a lot of people go for when it comes to their tote bag. And it's just a great bag to kind of throw everything in, and it is my go-to travel bag. This is the Goyard Saint Louis in the GM size, and this actually was supposed to be a beach bag. The coated canvas makes it great for, you know, rainy days. I wouldn't want to get caught in the rain with any of my other bags, but the coated canvas definitely does come in handy in those scenarios. I typically save this bag for when I travel. So I got this one in 2021 with Marco when we were in Paris for our engagement photos. I knew that I wanted a Goyard tote to kind of travel with, and as you can see from just like the images, you can see that wrinkling a little bit more because it is quite thin, and the bag itself is actually flimsy. I have a shaper in here, which is why it's holding up pretty well, but when I was shooting some b-roll with this bag, it's pretty flimsy. Like, you can, like, it's very relaxed, it's very soft, and it has gotten a lot of use. Again, it is my go-to travel bag, and I love how much I can fit inside it, and also just fold it up and put it in my suitcase if I don't need to be carrying it. We'll see like how much it relaxes, so this is just something to keep in mind if you are getting this bag. When I travel with this, I don't put too much stuff in it if I'm carrying it on my shoulder, because then it's pulling on that weight from the straps and down below as well, and I don't want this bag to be used in that way. The only time it is packed with stuff is if it is being supported from the bottom, aka it's on my carry-on and it's basically just holding everything and it's not actually hanging from my shoulder. If I do need to carry it on my shoulder, I try to not do that for long periods of time, but it does definitely come in handy when I need to carry a lot with me. The GM is huge, and it definitely comes in handy when you are carrying a lot, but I did find that on a day-to-day basis, I don't need this big of a tote, which is why I was considering an MM size for the longest time. The MM comes in the Artois. I don't believe it comes in the St. Louis, but I also knew that I didn't want another St. Louis tote. When I started to consider the Artois or the Anjou, I ended up going with the Anjou and in the navy color. So this one I love because even without an organizer, it holds its shape better because it is a leather lined Goyard bag as opposed to just canvas, which is what you'll see in this one. This is the PM size and I love this bag. I fell in love with the Anjou after I had my Mini, and yeah, it's just so cute. I got this one last year. This one I picked up in LA on my recent trip. I just love the way it can hold its shape, and it's kind of a great everyday tote. If you're not looking to carry too much, I would highly suggest a PM or an MM, and this one obviously if you are carrying a ton of stuff. I know that this bag can be worn to the ground if used constantly and aggressively. I know that people see wears in the corners, so I do try and be very careful with this bag. This bag also kind of became Wade's bag. He loves to hop in this bag when we're out and about, so that's extra. Although I shouldn't say that because I was looking at the dog tote as well. It's just that they only make it in a smaller size and it's too big for it. He actually really loves being in this bag, but yeah, I love how much use I've gotten out of this. I will note that the handles kind of relax, especially if you're not hanging them. They kind of just flop over, and I feel like it does soften the leather on the ends. So I do try and just hang this here like when it's not in use. Okay, so now that we've done a rough breakdown of the bags that I have, allegedly there is no price difference for colors anymore. And this is just what I've heard, that classic colors and the special colors no longer have a price difference. Previously, they did have a price difference of like a couple $100s. And so if that deterred you from going for green, orange, the light blue, the navy blue, it is now all the same price. And so hopefully that will help you get the color that you want. I wish that was the case for me because now I feel like I wish I would have gone with like a more fun color for this. Or maybe like not fun, but like fun for me would have been maybe a green, or the burgundy was even like a really nice color. Not that I don't like this classic combo because obviously I love classic colors, but it was a deciding factor for me when it came to shopping around for products from Goyard. Like, did I really want the color that much, or do I just want to stick with classic colors? And also today, apparently you get a necessaire tote when you buy the St. Louis, which is a accessories pouch that you can put inside that comes in addition to this little attached pocket thing that they have. So that's good to know. Although they did also do a price increase, so I'm glad they included something extra along with that price increase. Goyard totes are hand painted, and so that's why you can feel a bit of a texture with the print, and I think that's why I really love it too. I know that the Goyard logo has become more popular and you can spot a Goyard bag from a mile away, but I believe it's still kind of subtle-ish. This definitely has come in so handy when I just need to grab a bunch of things and be on the go. For the size of the bag, my MacBook Air fits perfectly in a PM size, which is this one. And then for my bigger computer, which is a 16-inch, that conveniently fits in the GM size. Again, that laptop is heavy, and so that only really comes with me when I need to travel and have my editing computer on hand. So that's when this bag would come in handy. Now let's talk about the Anjou Mini, which I feel like has become really popular. So this tote size is so adorable, and I just fell in love with this color. It's so happy. It's kind of like my little spring summer bag. It's so cute, and I think it's so adorable. I also saw the light blue color in person, and it is stunning. I feel like this one is a good kind of everyday bag, but obviously if I had to pick, the PM comes in handy more for me. I was actually considering of like giving this to my mom, but my mom says it's too small for her and she wants this size. So I don't know. I don't know if this yellow one will stick around for much longer because I don't feel like I want to have that many Goyard totes in my collection. But I don't know. It's just so cute. I just think it's an adorable bag, and now I'm gonna keep her for a little bit. She's so cute. I bought this last year when Marco and I were shopping around for his tuxedo for the wedding. But what I love about the Anjou is that it is reversible. So this bag is completely leather lined on the inside and you can flip it. You kind of feel like you're breaking the bag when you want to do a reverse on it. I'll show you. I don't know if it gets easier in time. I haven't really like worn it that way, but just pull from the inside. And then this is also great if you're looking to just like carry it in an even more subtle way. Again, the Anjou is my favorite, but I understand that a lot of people don't want an open tote. What's great about the totes is that you can get inserts that do have a zip top so that you have the option to have it open and easily accessible or close it up. So that's when you would look into the Artois. The Artois is also just canvas, but it also has a zip at the top. Oh, that was so much faster than when I first did it. So it has like a little logo over here and a subtle showing of the print from the inside. They say that if you wanted to put something wet inside the bag that you would use the canvas on the inside. I don't know if I would ever use my Goyard bag as an actual beach bag. I don't know if I get to that point, but anyways, this is it. And it's just like a beautiful leather tote bag. So this is it when it is reversed, obviously. The Artois is going to have leather bits on the corners, although my friend did mention that those corners do kind of take a hit after some time. I don't really know, I don't have that bag, although that's what I was considering versus the Anjou or the Artois. But for me, I didn't want to get another canvas tote, and so Anjou came out as the winner. So when it comes to picking out your tote bag, I think you should first determine which style you feel like you're going to love the most. It kind of goes from the Saint Louis to the Artois to the Anjou. So the Saint Louis is going to be your standard Goyard canvas, open, soft, flexible, easy to carry. Fold in the sides if you don't want something so big. And with the Saint Louis, you can pick between a PM size or the GM. If you want to go with the Artois with a zip top, that's if you are constantly, if you always want your bag to be closed, which I totally understand. Actually, this is the one that's probably going to be better for my mom. And I know that one comes in a PM and an MM size. So I'll have to bring her to see which one she loves more. If I had to rank the tote bags that I have, I would say the PM Anjou is my favorite. And then we would be going into the Saint Louis GM and then my mini Anjou last, because obviously I don't use this one as much as I do the other two. Someone is doing it on, so we're going to do a what's in my bag and then we'll wrap up the review. And in case anyone needs a reference, Wade is about 13 pounds and he fits perfectly in a GM size St. Louis tote. Right, Wadey? Quickly collapse the bag to show you, I'm gonna collapse the bag to show you how flat it can be, because obviously when you buy the bag, it's pretty flat also. What's great about the bag is that if you need to put it in your carry-on, It's just very compact. All right, well, that is it for me and this review. Hopefully you all found this video helpful. Let me know in the comments down below which one is your favorite if you're eyeing a Goyard bag. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, you know that